it's Rachel Webb here. I'm an owner and craft educator here at Oak and Lamb. Today we're going to be testing out Techwrap's printable vinyls. These are definitely new to us and we were super excited to test these out and see how we like them. We have the matte white printable vinyl. We also have the holographic printable sticker paper, printable vinyl. And we have the laminate sheet, which of course is like a clear protective sheet you can put over these in order to kind of make them a little bit more permanent and not fade as much or smear as much. Now we are going to be going ahead and putting these to the test. So we're going to be seeing how they hold up. We're going to add some water to them, see if we can rub off some of this ink and things like that, and just see how they cut, see how they print, all that good stuff. So here we have the Techwrap vinyls. We also have our Cricut. We're using our Maker 3 today, but you can use whatever kind of Cricut you have. We have a mat. We have our device here. We also are going to need an inkjet printer. We're using our Canon Pixma. We absolutely love it. I'll have all of this stuff linked down below for you guys so you can use it if you'd like to. So other than that, you're ready to rock and roll with this great product. So let's go over, head into Design Space, and we'll show you the sticker that we're going to be creating today. Okay, so here we are in Design Space. This is the adorable sticker that we're going to be cutting out, and this is how it started. Now, how do we get it from this to this? Well, it's super easy. So what you need to do is add an offset. You want to add an offset to all of your stickers that you're going to be cutting out in this way, because if you don't do that, the Cricut will print this and then cut each individual letter on its own, the insides of the letters and all that good stuff, and we don't want that. So go ahead and click offset, and you'll see this blue line around your image. This is going to be the offset guide. This is where it's going to be. So you can drag it to make your offset bigger or drag it to make your offset smaller, and this looks good to me. So now you're going to click apply. Now, you're going to see this little area right here in between the L and the U. If you made your offset the same size mine is, right here doesn't have an offset. It's just empty. So the Cricut's going to cut out that little bitty chunk of vinyl unless you go over here and you click contour and you click hide all contours and click out of it. And what that's going to do is kind of fill in all of those spots for you. Now you need to change the color of this to white. And the last but not least, you're going to take both of these layers. You're going to take the Bad Mom Club and you're going to take the offset and you're going to click flatten. Now this is a super cute cut file, very, very humorous. If you're a mom with a great sense of humor, this cut file is definitely for you. We do have over 1,000 other cut files on Oak and Lamb, so if you want to go check those out, check them out. We have cut files for all occasions. You'll absolutely adore them, so go check those out if you would like to. You can get a membership for $35 off using the code 350FF for your entire year. Click that link down below and don't forget to subscribe to the YouTube channel, which is completely free to do. Now that you have that sized, you have the offset flattened and all that, make sure you have these the size that you want, which they are the perfect size for us. Now you're going to go ahead and click Make It. And we're going to print one of these each on the sticker paper. So we're going to do one on the holographic, one on the regular. And yeah, so how you're going to go about this to get the best print quality you can is to click Continue, Send to Printer, and you're going to click Use System Dialog. Right here you see this little toggle switch. Always toggle that on. Now the System Dialog box is going to appear behind your Design Space screen. So you're going to click Print, and you're actually going to minimize the screen. And here you can see we have our printer selected. We have our media and quality. Good. Feed from rear tray. Now this is important, what you end up printing it, the media type. So one of these is holographic, which would be considered glossy. The other one is matte. So plain paper is what you would want to use for the matte. And then for the holographic, which is considered glossy, you would want to use photo paper. So again, plain paper, matte, photo paper, glossy. Now on your actual printer, you will have to change those settings most likely depending on what printer you have. And those are more specific. You can usually click plain paper or glossy and things like that. Now down here is super important too. Our little Grammarly thing is over that, so you can't really see it. I'm sorry. There it is, quality. It's usually set to normal. We have it auto-saved to best, so it always prints best quality. This is going to give the printer a little bit more time to print accurately. You won't get any lines from the ink or anything like that. So this is going to ensure a really good print on your material, so we can give the material a good judging as far as, you know, how it took the ink and things like that, knowing their printer is going to print it out at best quality. Now you go ahead and click print and we'll get those printed off. Okay, we have those printed out, and now we're going to go through here, place them on our mat here. We'll do the holographic one first, top left corner of your mat. You're going to take your brayer, bray that down. Now I'm clicking the printable vinyl setting in Design Space, so that is the setting we're going to be using today. Look how pretty that is. That's very holographic and beautiful. I love it. Now we're going to pop this into our machine, and I'll pull it over here to where you all can see this working. And sometimes the glossier materials have a difficult time with the registration sensors on the Cricut, so we'll see how this does. Okay, so we're just going to unload that, set that to the side. I'll go ahead and remove it from the mat here. Just like that. You can see it. I'll pop the other one on here over to the side, and then we'll get this one loaded in to be cut out as well. I did have these set to kiss cut and not die cut. A kiss cut is a cut that goes through the material but not the backing, and a die cut goes all the way through. So if you were looking for a die cut, you would definitely want to use a different setting. Usually the craft board setting with more pressure is a good one to use for something like this. And actually, I changed my mind. Before I want to cut that one out, I want to add a laminate sheet. We will test the glossy holographic by itself with no laminate sheet, but I want to put a laminate sheet on this one. Now there are several different styles in the laminate sheets. This one just kind of has, I don't know if you can see, like glittery dots on them. Let me take these out here. Another one has like chunkier holographic little chunks there. These are hearts. I don't know if you can see that. These are butterflies. I'm trying to get them in the light good for you all. These are just straight holographic ones, just plain. These have stars, little bitty stars on them. These have like big stars, almost like bursts looking kind of things. So I'm going to go ahead and pop this on here and seal this up and give my material setting more pressure, just because it will be cutting through 2 materials instead of 1. Now you can do this a multitude of different ways, okay? You can do the method where you kind of pinch the corner and you place it all the way down on your paper, you know, on the top corner of your paper, and then you pull it all the way down. Or you can cut this out and just use a little corner of it if you want to. Really, totally up to you how you want to do this. You just definitely want to make sure you're going to get it straight on your image here. And as you can see, I got a little bubble on there. No problem at all. You can peel this right back up before you apply it down. I am happy to say our Cricut has had no issues with the registration marks on these more holographic and shiny materials, which is wonderful. Now, I do want to test and see if this one actually cut out decently. So, before I unload it, did it cut? It did not cut good. Okay, so we're going to leave that on the mat and go ahead and press the start button again, not the unload button. And we're going to let it cut one more time. Okay, let's see if it cut this time. It did. Okay, perfect. So 2 passes with that setting, just FYI. So let's see how these stickers are going to go. I'm going to peel this one up and lay it down on the table, just like so. And I'm going to peel this one up and lay it on the table as well. Let's see, how did you cut, buddy boy? This one actually didn't cut that well either on that setting, guys. How crazy. Okay, so that one didn't cut really well either. So, word to the wise, when you guys are cutting this, always give that more pressure regardless. And if you happen to add that little protective sheet, you might have to do more than one pass, which is super interesting. I'm going to go in here with some scissors just like this and cut this out. If you guys are wondering, hey Rachel, why don't you just stick that back in your Cricut and have it recut? Well, the problem is the Cricut will not cut it exactly where it was because we've unloaded it. That is why we preach all the time how if you guys are going to check and see if a material is cut properly, you have to do so before you unload it. If you unload a material and then think, oh, it didn't cut out very good, and try to reload it into your machine, it's not going to cut on the same exact line. I'm not really sure why you'd think that, you know, Cricut with the registration marks could make that happen, but it's just not something that it's able to do. So that's why I'm just going to go in here and hand cut this out, and we'll just go from there. So we know that it's a little bit thicker than the average printable vinyl, which is not necessarily a bad thing. So just cut it on more pressure. Or if you're going for a die cut, I would just go ahead and cut it on craft board. That's craft board with a K. And give it more pressure with that craft board setting as well. That's what I would do. Okay, I cut this out by hand. I don't think I did too bad of a job. Now I'm going to peel off the backing here. Remove that back layer. We'll place this down, and then we'll put some water on it. Ooh, this one's nice and thick. We'll put some water on it and see how it stands up. Get all those air bubbles out of there. I do have a little bit of wrinkling on my laminate sheet. That's okay. It's not going to make the test worse or anything like that. I'm going to pour some water on there. Whoop, whoop. Now again, this one does not have a laminate sheet, and this one does. Okay, I'm just looking. I'll let that sit for a minute. Cover it up here. The paper towel. And now we'll see about rubbing some of this off here. Now again, this one is the holographic, obviously. This one is the white one with the laminate sheet on there. That laminate sheet's sticking very well there. Add more water. I love this test because if you guys ever wanted to put these on your laptops or on your cell phones that, you know, might get wet or something like that, or even on your cars. So the ink is staying. Actually, I'm pretty impressed with the ink that's staying on these. The laminate sheet's doing very well too. So this one over here, the holographic, the one without the laminate sheet, I'm noticing the actual printable product that's been printed on the top of this to make it, oh, did you see that? It just came up from the table. Oh man, so some water got under here, guys. It's not even, it won't stick at all. Look at that. Oh man, so as I was saying, the printable product that's been kind of placed on here is really coming off super easy. So you can see it just kind of rolls right off. You see that? Look at that. So this one's not sticking at all. A little bit of water got under there, and now it's not sticky. Okay. Now this one, this one's not as bad for that. Also, the colors look great. The laminate sheet is doing a really great job at keeping the colors from running and all that. Now, the colors didn't necessarily run on this either, but the water is doing a lot more damage to that holographic sticker than it is to the one with the laminate on there. Now see, look, as I'm moving this around, it just comes right up. Now this was a clean table, by the way. It's not like the table was dusty or dirty. So as soon as water gets on the back of these, they're pretty much useless. I would not use these for a car at all, or anything that's going to come in contact with any amount of water. Again, the water got underneath there and it just peeled. This one peeled up and I didn't even barely do anything. Now, I like the way that they print. They print really well. The colors are nice. The colors are pretty true as well on here. But as soon as you add water to these, they don't do so hot. Which I'm not saying that they were marketed as waterproof or water resistant. I'm just saying that for people using a lot of printable products, you want them to be water resistant, at least as a huge perk for the types of stickers we're making and the products that we're placing these stickers onto. So this is some really good information. Yeah, definitely the one with the laminate is doing better. So if you want to laminate it, I would definitely do that. I just wish that, and they might, I need to look, but the pack that we got only has like holographic laminate sheets, and I would really like a plain, flat, you know, just a plain one, a clear one. So I'll check on that, and if they have them, I'll link them down below as well. But yeah, so I would not recommend these for any outdoor use or anything that you guys are going to be getting wet. So I wouldn't do these on water bottles or on laptops or phones or something like that, unfortunately. What did you all think of that product review? I hope you did enjoy it. We absolutely love spending the time and the money and the energy to test these products so you don't have to waste your time, money, or energy. So if you did enjoy this, don't forget to give the video a thumbs up. Subscribe down below. It's completely free to do and it takes just a few seconds. Like I mentioned earlier, if you do love the cut file that we used today, there are over 1,000 more over at Oak and Lamb that you will absolutely adore for all different types of occasions. We also offer lots of Cricut training if you happen to be a beginner, or maybe you're not into Cricut, that's just not what you do. We have a ton of content for laser cutters, sublimation printers, woodworking, home decor, sewing, you name it, we do it here at Oak and Lamb. It's our goal to make you a confident and well-rounded crafter, no matter what area of crafting you're passionate about. If that sounds like something you would like to be a part of, then join our flock today. Click the link down below. You can join for a year or for a month, both at a great discount. And we cannot wait to welcome you as a member of our flock today. Thank you all so much. I hope to see you another day for another video.